child alone under the age of 18. I'm not sure medically if you're still able to have children. I want you to understand that if you have another child, I'm not going to allow you to be around that child. So I can't necessarily stop you, I think legally, from having a child. Unfortunately, I feel like in some cases I wish I could, but I can tell you that you won't be able to be around that child. So you need to, stay back. Good morning. Are you Julia Schultz? And Mr. Samuel, we, your client, waive the formal reading of the indictment. Ms. Schultz, in cause number 24, DCCR 2290, you're charged with a first-degree felony offensive injury to a child from August 13th of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they've charged you with? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Samuel?
Yes.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal. And it looks like the agreement is for a 10-year deferred probation. There would be a $1,000 fine. You would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. And has the rights to all of the children been terminated? Okay.
Yes.
And you understand that a condition of your probation,
And why I put that little caveat in there, Judge, I know it looks kind of silly. There are some things that Mr. Samuel and I would like to present at the time of the PSI, and we could maybe do an 11 o'clock sentencing whenever we come back.
Sure.
That day, there are going to be very specific terms and conditions that we are going to request of the court. Possibility of special needs safety, the absolute requirement that she remain in Jefferson County throughout the duration of probation, et cetera, et cetera. But the rights, she has relinquished her rights. The father's rights have been terminated as well. You allowed us time to do that down at family court.
Right.
And I have a memo from Ms. King as well, that I think would be informational for the court, and I've also discussed it with Mr. Johnson.
okay.
That's our request.
Okay, and you understand all of that, correct? All right, do you also understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Schultz is not competent?
There is none.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case for sentencing. And on your way out of the courtroom today, you need to stop and talk to probation. I also want to make sure you understand, as a condition of your bond right now and as a condition of your probation, it will be that you cannot be around any child alone under the age of 18. I'm not sure medically if you're still able to have children. I want you to understand that if you have another child, I'm not going to allow you to be around that child. So I can't necessarily stop you, I think legally, from having a child. Unfortunately, I feel like in some cases I wish I could, but I can tell you that you won't be able to be around that child. So you need to do what's best for you and any future possible children and not have any. Make sense? All right, stop and talk to probation on your way out of the courtroom. And we'll set that for an 11 o'clock hearing.
Thank you. Please go here.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Samuel.
Yes.
Wow. Mr. Lewis, Mr. Garcia, come up, please, sir. Mr. Garcia, you tested positive for marijuana, amphetamines, methamphetamines, and ecstasy. Did you drive here? Oh, you're surprised about the ecstasy?
Yeah, I'm surprised about that.
Wow.
I did smoke the other relapse a few years ago.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to find, obviously, that is a violation of your bond conditions. I also told you last week specifically that you had to be here on time.
I was here.
No, you were not here. And so I'm going to raise your bond in your case to $100,000. If you make that bond, a condition of it is that you have a drug patch on at all times, that you also have a GPS monitoring device and remain in Jefferson County, since you can't seem to get here on time. We'll figure that out. Talk to your attorney. You can go back with the bailiff. All right, Mr. Harris, this is 24 DCCR 2254. You tested positive this morning for methamphetamines and amphetamines.
I think I lost 5 hour power for 3 days, and that's the only thing I think that would make a problem. I've been in Houston with my kids, and I ain't been out here right now. And I think I lost 5 hour power for regular.
5 hour powers is not going to test positive for methamphetamine.
If you see it off to 11, I'm sure you'll see it. It's not, I don't do anything like that. I don't have money for that.
Well, all I know is you tested positive for methamphetamine. And obviously there's some concern because you were arrested while this case was pending, and Mr. Coleman figured that out. Hold on.
Well, the traffic ticket, yeah.
Just hold on.
I would just observe if it's paraphernalia, it's a Class C and normally goes unarrestable. I mean, it is an arrestable offense, but normally it's just a ticket. So jail on a fine on the offense.
Doesn't matter. If you're on bond for a felony, you shouldn't. I just asked you not to say anything else right now, okay? I'm just checking on something.
Let her check it.
Obviously, Google and AI is not the end-all be-all, but it is unlikely to cause a positive result on a standard drug test. A 5 hour energy drink does not contain prohibited substance like THC, opiates, or amphetamines. Extremely rare and undetected issues involving cross-contamination during manufacturing would do it, so I don't think that's what we're worried about today. I'm going to grant the state's motion to raise your bond based on the fact that you tested positive, based on the fact that there was an additional arrest while you were on bond for a felony offense. I'm raising your bond in your case. It's currently set at $30,000. I'm going to raise your bond to $75,000. I'm going to order as a condition of that bond that you have a drug patch at all times, that you get it changed out as you're supposed to. Your case is still set for trial to begin with jury selection on Monday, and is everybody ready for that?
That's great.
All right, I'll number the case. If you're in custody, we'll have you brought over for trial. If you're not, then you can talk to Mr. Kimler this morning, okay? All right, you can go back with the bailiff. Mr. Kimler, on Brianna Clayton, you can come up, Ms. Clayton. All right, Ms. Clayton tested negative, which is obviously good, and
No 5 hour energies.
yeah, you never know about those energies. Ms. Clayton, in cause number 25, DCCR 0446, you were previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. I have received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Defense agent.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are there any additions or corrections?
Nothing defense.
Not from the state, Your Honor.
What is everyone's position with regard to the recommendation in the pre-sentence report with regard to her addiction issues? The recommendation is ISF followed by JCDI program.
Again, from the defense, Your Honor, the treatment is a continuum, I suppose, and since she's demonstrated, at least today, that she's drug-free, then I would suggest the court only ISF in advance, just see how she progresses on probation. Maybe perhaps with a drop program.
Well, she's going to go through JCDI for sure, if at a minimum. Mr. Nichols, thoughts since
I
she
would ask
tested
at least for
negative?
JCPI, Your Honor. She's still underage, but she has a drinking problem and needs to get that dealt with, treated, or under control. And she also smokes marijuana regularly. The facts on this case, she and her friend were heavily intoxicated,
Yeah.
fled from police, lucky it wasn't a crash,
It could have been terrible.
tried to hide out from police
Yeah,
around
I know, yeah.
It was It could have been a lot worse. And I'll just tell the court from reviewing the video, at least that night, they sure thought it was hilarious. She needs to grow up. She needs to take a little more serious once getting her here in felony court.
Yeah.
And I'll,
You understand it's not funny. I mean, no, I understand that right now, and people do that.
That night, yeah, I do regret everything that night.
So here's the thing, and the seriousness of this is that if you don't do what you're supposed to and get your life on the right track, which is what everyone wants. You're young, we want you to be successful. You're going to get a probation today where you don't have a felony conviction on your record, and if you complete that probation, you're never going to be a convicted felon. But if you violate and you don't take advantage of the programs that we're going to give you, it's going to be difficult because you're at an age where all your friends are going to be doing things that you're not going to be able to do. But the alternative is prison for up to 10 years. So you need to think about that. Every time somebody says, oh, just come on out with us and do whatever, and your answer is going to be, I'll do that in a few years when I'm not on probation, right? Because I don't want to go to prison for 10 years.
Curfews and court is probably
So I am going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 3 years. You're ordered to pay the $250 fine. I am going to order that you enter and successfully complete the ISF substance abuse track, but I'm going to hold that in abeyance. That is an inpatient 90-day program. So if you get in, you're going to be required to go to JCDI and complete that program. And it'll give you the tools, hopefully, that you need to stay sober. If that's not enough and you need something more, it's already ordered. A warrant will go out for your arrest, you'll go into custody, and you'll go straight to that program, okay? I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, so you have waived your right to appeal. You just need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation will call you up when she's ready to go over your paperwork. Good luck to you, ma'am.
thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning, you're Dalton Friche? Yes, ma'am. And Mr. Friche was previously in court and entered a plea of guilty to the third-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a motor vehicle. I've received that pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the report?
We have, Judge.
Are there any additions or corrections?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 5 years. You're ordered to pay the $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, then this is an excellent opportunity because you don't have a felony conviction on your record. And at the end of the probation period, if you're successful, the case is actually dismissed and you'll never have a felony conviction. The other side to that is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, found guilty, so you would be a convicted felon, and go to prison for anywhere in the range of punishment, which is between 2 years and up to 10 years. Do you understand? All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You just need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation will call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over your paperwork. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you, sir. See if we see Mr. Floyd. Trial docket for Richard Afongway. If you'll call that name, please. It's okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You are Richard Afongway, and Mr. Afongway's case is set for trial to begin with jury selection on Monday, the 5th of January, and what is the announcement?
Defense is ready, Your Honor. Stage ready.
All right, well, obviously, this one we've been trying to get taken care of for a while. It's likely to be at the top of the list. I'll actually number the cases tomorrow after my jail docket, and so you'll get that order probably about noon or so tomorrow to let you know when you need to be back and what that trial order is for that Monday. Stay in touch with your attorneys. They'll let you know what time you need to be back on Monday the 5th, okay? All right, no change in any negotiations or anything like that? Okay, perfect. We'll see you back then. See, Mr. Galmore.
I'm standing in for Mr. Gilmore.
Okay, Carlos Betancourt. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. You are Carlos Betancourt, and this is cause number 25 DCCR 0728. Mr. Betancourt is charged with evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle, and what is the announcement?
Yes, Your Honor, we're asking for one more reset. We do have discovery. We're just trying to see if we can negotiate with the state one last time. We working?
All right, any issues?
No issue, Your Honor.
All right, so I'll just do a normal reset. Mr. Betancourt, make sure you stay in touch with your attorney so you guys can visit before that next court date so we can get an announcement. All right, you're free to go. Gregory Sinclair. Thank you. Good morning. How are you, Mr. Coleman?
Just so you see,
Good morning, sir. You're Gregory Sinclair. And this is cause number 25, DCCR 0471. Mr. Sinclair is charged with injury to a child, elderly, or disabled individual. And what is the announcement?
Same as announcement as prior, Your Honor. We're asking for one last reset. We, again, do have discovery. We're just going to see if we can negotiate.
So this one will be the final reset. It looks like Mr. Galmore was hired back in May. And so make sure you make notation for him that there won't be any other resets. Make sure you visit with your attorney before that next court date so that we know how the case will get handled on that date. Okay? All right, you're free to go. And Christopher Stiles. Whitney Shepherd. This is you as well, Mr. Coleman.
Stiles?
Yes, sir. Good morning. Are you Christopher Stiles? And Mr. Stiles, this is cause number 25 DCCR 0594. You're charged with abandoning or endangering a child, and what is the announcement?
We're making the same announcement, Your Honor. We want to see if we can negotiate with the state court leaver on this case.
This is also a May case, and so this will be the last reset on this one as well. Make sure you visit with your attorney before the next court date so we know how your case is going to get handled, okay? All right, you're free to go.